coming out also because it's freezing out there and y'all are making a brother happy he shaved. Yeah, you know what? Let me get this, please. So, my wife wrote me an email a couple days after the incident, apologizing for putting me in that life-threatening predicament. I read it, smiled it off with my trademark, patented childlike innocence, and swept my emotions under the rug, because that's what being a man is, isn't it? Let's go back. See, it's been more than a year, but you know, time flies, and I can still replay the events back in my mind's eye as I hit a commotion and I get to the porch. Like, what is this? I see 4 police officers in the street surrounding the missus, and all this is apparently to write her a ticket for illegally parking. My wife is blacking out already. She's screaming and barking, and that's disheartening because I forgot to mention at this time, she was like 6.5 months pregnant. And that's important because it's the female officer who's hurling the most insults at the mother-to-be. Now, I move in to calm my wife down, and now the other 3 are coming up to me. Standing NYPD flanking maneuver. I ask, how many officers does it take to write one ticket in this city? And that sounds like the start of a joke only without the humor. In all fairness, one of the officers was speaking to me like another grown human, but the arrival of the next 3, his integrity is in question and seems more like an illusion. And it's the dude in the interceptor, yeah. See, he's the most arrogant, and it sends my temper flaring as he tells my wife, with a temper like hers, she's gonna make for an unfit parent. And that's the straw. So I puff my chest out now, not the least bit afraid. I congratulate his parents on raising such a handsome meter maid. And that's chauvinistic, I know, but now I'm blacking out, I'm trying to provoke a reaction. See, these dudes are still surrounding me like I'm a criminal, and I'm not right here standing directly in front of the home that I own. Voices elevate, and words start flying around as like the winds in a cyclone. And somewhere my inner voice is telling me it's time to defuse, but my outer voice refused. And sometimes that's as deadly as the tools the police use. So let's recap. It's 6 officers on foot, 1 in the interceptor, and 3 more approaching. You ever come through something chaotic, replay it in your mind's eye, and see how everything moves in slow motion? It's like an out-of-body experience. So I look down at myself, and I see myself, and I'm angry, but I am calm. Even when the female cop tells me, I wasn't talking to her. She tells me, shut the fuck up with her hand by her fireball. And that's cool though. Because now, the attention's away from my life and our future. Somewhere deep, I wonder when I'm gone if they'll be rioters and looters. Like that matters. Pardon me for a second. So the female cop, she says she's gonna arrest me now. For what? I'm incredulous. This chick is ludicrous. But now the focus narrows and it's just between the 2 of us. So I calmly, but defiantly, tell her she doesn't have the power to silence me. I make sure I catch her badge number before she gets eye to eye with me. She's 2 steps away now. Hand's still on her weapon, so I brace myself for whatever. And just then, her partner steps in. Just like that. No contact, no words, just walks right between us and cuts off the angle. And in retrospect to him, like to say thank you. Maybe he was tired of getting off work soon. Didn't feel like dealing with a bunch of BS paperwork. Or maybe he realized how idiotic the whole situation was. See, all this just for one stupid-ass parking ticket. Maybe he saw the light and realized how situations can escalate, unwarranted and unscripted. I like to think that was it because it gives me hope. Now, my inner militant says, why should I be thanking someone for not acting savagely? But then I get home from work and I look down at my daughter and she smiled back at me happily. I haven't been afraid to die since I was like 15. See, I grew up in this city. It's around that time I realized death comes for all of us, but I am deathly afraid of leaving my little girl fatherless. And not too long ago, I made a couple internal promises to my wife and my little optimist. See, I said, we're bonded as family now, and together, forever, I will protect, serve, and honor this. But when justice acts blind and turns her back, we can't do the same. Sorry, miss. So I filed a complaint with the CCRB. When New York City has an entire website devoted to civilian complaints, then how progressive are we? My wife was nervous about me going, but I think on the inside, she was proud like my pops. I told her, it's just a mediated, non-confrontational, one-on-one session with the cops, so how could I not go? And I honestly wasn't expecting much except for, the usual deflections and denials, thinking it was a way for cops to avoid due process investigations and trials. But for real, beyond the facts and the figures, I think that cop, I believe that she learned more from our interaction at that table with that mediator than the ones who actually pulled their triggers. And that's just ridiculous. See, I know I'm here for more than an appearance on a mural or a t-shirt. But for my two favorite women, I dig my heels in until my feet hurt. At least until the NYPD get their much needed rework. And that's without hesitation or obligation. See, I straight up volunteer so y'all can pass me a microphone and let the crowd come near. Because I can breathe. Because I am still here. 23 days, 5 months, and 1 year after the incident.